Hello, everyone, and welcome to
Hobbs
my...
and Shaw!
Water in your face.
Boom, boom, boom! Get in the fucking car!
Come on, Mike, in the car.
Get in the car. I'm Hobbs in this scenario. I don't have a fun accent.
That was my phone. You threw my phone out the fucking window.
Get me mam's car, fuck.
You can smell my sweat.
So we saw...
Smell what I'm fucking cooking.
This is our audio representation of what it's like to see Hobbs and Shaw in 4DX, which we all did together. Now, if you're not familiar with 4DX, and I've found as I've recounted this tale, not enough people are. So remember 3D, and we all agreed...
It's an idiot way to watch a movie because your chair doesn't beat the shit out of you.
Yeah. Not enough D's, no X's whatsoever.
So in 4DX, your chair moves...
Like a 90s theme park experience where you watch a movie where a guy, like, I don't know, jumps from train car to train car, or maybe jumps like a ski-doo, and you're like, I'm going to do that too, except just sitting here with my fanny pack on.
It's like the Days of Thunder ride at Kings Island, except with violence.
So we saw Hobbs and Shaw with this. So when they would drive a car very fast, suddenly we were driving the car very fast with them.
Yes.
And these chairs are really fucking moving, y'all. Griffin had a full beer when this film started. 90 seconds into this movie, he had a half full beer.
Yeah.
And not drinking to deal with the tension of being in 4DX, but rather just sloshing.
I felt like I was doing a challenge on Ellen's Game of Games.
They have when it rains on Mrs. Hobbs and Shaw, they pour water on you. Now you are wet too, like the rock is wet. You and Hobbs and Shaw are all wet together with Idris.
Finally, you could put yourself in Jason Statham's soaking wet shoes. There was just before the movie had started, I sat my popcorn down on the ground, and then the chairs moved so violently that popcorn was just dead to me because I dared not reach out for fear of being flung into the row in front of me.
Hobbs and or Shaw could be talking to a guy, and then he finds out he's a terrorist, and all of a sudden he's riding a motorcycle on him, and you just reach down to grab your popcorn. Your leg gets caught underneath the seat and is obliterated.
Right.
No thanks.
There was a point where strongman Idris Elba got slow-mo'd, punched in the face, and you see some spittle fly out of his mouth in slow-mo, and the programmers of this 4DX experience said, this is a time to bring them in, Last Action Hero style, and so a little bit of moisture sprayed out of the pipe in front of you.
Oh, baptize me in your saliva, Idris Elba.
My favorite...
I think we were about to talk about the exact same thing. When this is the height of the 4DX technology. When The Rock or Jason gets punched in the film, you get punched in your back.
And man, that sounds like a joke we would make. Funny macro joke. No. You walk away with bruised kidneys.
Yeah,
from
you
this
get
film.
punched. My dad, Clint Emil McElroy, I say the middle name because it matters. He got punched so hard that he had a kidney stone going in that he's had for weeks, doubling him over in pain. Baptized in the fire of Hobbs and Shaw 4DX.
And the spit.
And the spit, of course. Next
Fire
day,
and ice.
He's FaceTiming. He did it. He passed the stone. He did
That's
it.
right,
Hobbs and
folks.
Shaw helped him.
Hobbs and Shaw 4DX is a medical procedure.
It was a prescription movie.
It pulverized stones within my father's body and fixed my daddy. Hobbs and Shaw 4DX fixed our daddy.
And let me say this. Even if you're seeing this shit in 2D, 1D, what you got to keep in mind, these boys do not like each other. And there's a lot of fun friction that comes out of that. So I feel like it's hard for me to say because we did the 4DX. I was beat the shit out of. I did have a motorcycle trip and I did get spitted on. And so like I obviously had the full experience. But I think that if I didn't have the 4DX experience, I would still watch these two boys not like each other and have a great old time at the movie theater.
People have asked me since I watched Hobbs and Shaw in 4DX, okay, but how is Hobbs and Shaw? I have no way of answering that.
Can't tell you.
For you. It would be like if when Buzz Aldrin got back from space and they were like, so how was the Tang? It's like I have no metric for that. I have no idea. I was watching it. I was drinking the Tang in fucking space. Like I have no idea how that. It seemed good. It seemed fine.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna drink some now here on Earth after I've had it in space.
What terrifies me is that the next step is like 5D XXX, and that is like you're just there on set. And you're actually getting beaten up and set on fire, and like The Rock is like licking you or something. Like that's the only.
That's the XXX. That's where that part.
That's the
comes in.
XXX. That's the only logical next step. Like I can't imagine what is beyond this unless you are actually getting, I don't know, like thrown out of a plane with Jason Statham. You are riding on a motorcycle with Idris Elba. Like that's the only way this could be more real, and that it's terrifying. To me, like I just kept thinking like I need to be braced the whole time, or I could die watching Hobbs and Shaw in 4DX.
Let me pitch this for what 5DX can be. It's 4DX, but your hand is inside of a box built into the chair.
Okay.
And while your hand is inside the box, you're going to experience the most exquisite pain that you've ever felt in your life. And what's that at your neck? It's the Gom Jabbar. And so you're getting sprayed with spit and blood and piss and shit and cum while you're watching the movie,
All
right?
from Hobbs and Shaw?
All from Hobbs and Shaw. Were you not paying attention? But the whole time, also, if you remove your hand from the pain box, the Gom Jabbar enters your throat and you die. 5DX. You pass it, you get out of the movie, it's like, how was it? And it's like, well, my humanity was tested, and
I'm not an animal.
No.
I'm the Quitzalcoatl, and I'm very excited about the movie because I was spit on by famous actor Idris Elba.
Also, I enjoyed Ryan Reynolds.
You guys are making all these references. I've got to rewatch Avatar. I don't remember any of this stuff.
You don't remember an Avatar where everyone dies from having the needle in their neck?
I don't. I've got to rewatch it. Gom Jabbar.
Man,
was
don't
that the
sneeze.
Dragon?
Don't sneeze while the Gom Jabbar is at your neck. That's my piece of advice.
So embarrassing. Wouldn't that be funny if he like pulled if he's like, achoo, he pull his hand out and she's like, he's like, it's this accident. Can I do it again?
Can I start over?
Can we do our first of the questions, the mini questions we have?
I feel like I just want to talk about Hobbs and Shaw some more because it's about family.
But
here's the thing, you guys.
It's not really that much. It's tangentially about family.
It is shoehornedly about family.
Yes, and Helen Mirren's up in it. Anyway, okay.
Oh yes,
done.
She is.
Helen, thank you. This is
hey, just real quick, let me check my notes here. Thank you, Helen, first and foremost.
Thank you, Helen, for being in the film. Because then when Helen Mirren was on there, I kind of looked around the theater like, you all thought I was seeing some of a bonehead movie, but look. Helen Mirren is in it. And everybody else in the theater was like, we are also, we're here too, right? We're also seeing the movie. But I
who's that sitting next to you? It's Helen Mirren. That's the 5D.
People trying to judge you, but then Helen appears on the screen and it's like, it's all right, guys. They're with me.
And now we've got Oscar buzz.
A lot of Oscar buzz going into this one for Hobbs and Shaw.
Best use of 4DX.
Hobbs and Shaw and Oscar. Okay.